Hello and welcome back to, here we go, we'll go pick a disc out of a drawer here and load it into our television, and we will show you another of the old television programs from back in the day. So welcome to Air Island in 1964. Well, we join our farmer again, working away in his fields. Needs the hay and the grass for his cows, so we see him now with this, whatever tractor he's got, a Rakawa 65, a 65 horsepower tractor. We think he's going to get his bales of hay baled up. He needs a lot of hay and a lot of grass, and it is great that this farmer agreed to let the BBC cameras in to show what farming's like in the modern day, with tractors taking the place of the horses a few years back. And we see him with this, I think it's a Polish tractor, it's imported, and getting these bales of hay all lifted up, and there you go, he's got a bale full again. You see the bales, this prototype round baler. Our intrepid farmer tells us that he's been asked by this baler company to try this new baler. Less bales to throw about in the farm, we're told, so we shall see what he does. We'll get a little shot from up above on the helicopter cam. You see there the tractor working away nicely. And each time he gets a bale, he just throws it out the back and away he goes again. So yeah, it's modern technology at its best. Let's bring the camera back to our person who's following around. A lot of dust there in the bales, or in the hay, and our farmer busy working away on his tractor. There's another bale. All this hay is going into producing your milk. The Milk Marketing Board will collect the milk from the farm, and see our happy farmer there bouncing along on his seat. It is amazing to think that all this work was done with horses, and loads and loads of people collecting hay up off the fields into carts, similar to what the tractors now pull in some parts of the country. A lot of the old horse stuff was redone, had different fastening couplings on them, and a lot of the real small farmers have got little tiny TE20 tractors which have the old horse equipment on the back, as well as specially made Ferguson implements. And as we say, it's great that the BBC is able to bring you this series of a life of a modern day farmer. Now, farmer continues around the field, oblivious that the camera's here for the most part, I think, concentrating on his work. And there we have yet another bale. So we shall leave our farmer making his hay bales, and we will rejoin you later in the day and see how he's getting along. Okay, our farmer has got a little further down the field. We are back on the helicam. The little Nelly up there recording this video. He has to be careful because they are helicopter pilot, because they are Hercules aircraft regularly flying over, so he has to be careful and watch for them coming and come down lower so as to miss it or disappear off and stop recording. We asked the farmer why he was missing a row and taking in the next one, and he told us that it's due to the fact he doesn't want to be turning too sharp and wearing his tyres out on the drawbar of the baler. So everything working well for our farmer. We saw the other day, we saw him with the Lincoln Red cattle in the farm, and his plans are, because he's got a little lad about 5 or 6 years old, the plans are to make a bigger farm going forward, so both him and his son can run the farm and give his son something to take over, as he took this farm over from his father, who took it away from his farmer. So this is we're actually now on the third generation on this farm. They started off with just a little bit of land worked by the horses, and as things progressed, and just after the war, or even during the war, some farmers packed up farming, went to war, didn't return, and so the land was sold off, so farms grew bigger. Now we've got to see where our helicopter is going to see this. Now we're right up looking down on our farmer. You can see right from up here that the tractor working very well indeed. Had you got horses, as they used to before the Second World War, they would have to stop by now, feed the horses and give them a drink, whereas the tractor, you just fill it up in the morning, go out to the fields and get it set to work. We will come down, we will leave the helicopter shot and come back down to the ground camera. Okay, so we are back with our farmer now, and okay, so we will have the truck running up and down. The farmer's quite happy for the truck to run. The grass has been cut, it can't do any damage, and as the truck moves closer to the tractor, you can see there it collecting up the hay off the field. Just back up with the truck a little just to not get in the farmer's way. The farmers are always busy working. We don't want to stop just because he's agreed to let us record what he's doing, and he's got the bale full, and oh no, that's throw the bale out there. And that was a good view on how the farmer gets his bale out of the baler. He had turned it nicely there. Now the truck running in the front, and you can see there the straw swath in the grass which is already growing. It must have been a day or two since he cut this. Yeah, it's really working well, this tractor. And the advent of tractor power in the 40s, or even the 30s they started with tractors, but most farms stuck with the horses right through to the war. So our farmer has gone up the field, and now he's the modern baler. You have to be keeping an eye on it to make sure that the bale's not full. Yeah, this baler really something different. We've seen farmers in other areas, and their bales are little square things you can pick up by hand. Our farmer is testing this. Hopefully we shall see him with his combine out soon. The fields in the distance there look to be ripe now. So hopefully it won't be too long before the grains for your bread and your beer are harvested. So have to be careful not to get people in those houses in the shot if we can help it. Don't want anybody in the video who doesn't want to be in. Now this series on a farmer's life is brought to you by Mr. O'Neill and the BBC. We thank Mr. O'Neill for allowing us to film his crops, and again he's seeing there that it's not picking anything up because the bale is full. So with the small conventional balers, he told us that you don't have to worry about the bale getting full. He just throws it out the back and continues on with the next bale. But, here now one of the Hercules aircraft coming over. There it is, our intrepid cameraman trying to get it into the shot. The Hercules aircraft, which which is a troop carrying airplane flying over, so nearby airbase. Now, baling is almost done. So we will join you next Sunday at 7 o'clock when the BBC comes back to the farm. This is the last breed he's got to do. So until next Sunday at 7 PM on BBC. Thank you for watching A Farmer's Life. We've got another bale as we're leaving. So until next Sunday, that is all from our farmer and the life of a farmer. So goodbye for this week. Hello, end of that episode that was shown back in 1964. So, hope you've enjoyed watching our look back on my dad's farm. I am now going to get some work done. So, thank you for watching. Please give it a like, give it a share, drop us a comment. If you're new to Summer Farm Estates and would like to see more of the work we do here, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification icon. It will tell you when we do these videos, when we do our live streams. Until next time, thank you very much for watching and goodbye for now.